Hey there guys, it's me, Zaylovestodraw, and today I will be making my own art exhibition. Okay, so this is actually pretty fun. I was not expecting to get the opportunity to actually be able to ever have my own exhibition, but right now I'm setting up with ideas of what I think it might look like. It's a little horrendous, but you know, you get better with time, I guess. Over here we have like my smaller ones, and then I'm gonna go to bigger, and then, you know, weighing that down right now, but it's a collage with another collage, and then another, just, you know, it's just gonna go on and on and on, and I still feel like I have probably too many paintings and drawings up right now. I've never done this before, so this is my first time. I don't know whether to go by color theme or, you know, these are all like made on paperbacks, so paper to canvas. I don't have any wood blocks here, so these are all just straight up canvas pieces. Yeah, so we got canvases over here, and then it just kind of gets separated because this one is made of paper, and then that's a canvas, and then another canvas, and then a canvas, and then we go right back into paper, and then a giant canvas, and then paper. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm not like, I don't have like a whole system down, but it's getting there. Alright. Now I don't know if I just like leave it this messy, or if it's bad to do that. I don't know. I might just leave it this messy, like all my paintings all on the floor, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. Let's just hope I don't get in trouble for that. I'm gonna go on home, and then like when I come back tomorrow early in the morning, I'm gonna try and actually start setting things up. Let's hope. Alright, so it was me and a really good friend. So we actually got the things on the wall now, and it looks a little bit nicer in here. But it's still not the best. I feel like I'm not that good at this. I didn't get to like create really good labels or anything that makes labels like really nice. I also feel like I didn't really get to, you know, make the artist statement look nicer and the title name look nicer. Yeah, I feel like I could have done a lot more, but I just didn't have the right amount of time. Not this time around, at least, because classes have been just all in the way and so hectic, so I just don't have a lot of time to do what I usually want to do. I would have taken classes and workshop classes and figured out how to work out vinyl, but I just can't do it. I don't have the time. I wish I did. But this is the results, and we're gonna open up tomorrow for the full-on exhibition, officially starting at 10 a.m. in the morning and ending at 12:30 p.m. In the morning. And then, you know, persistence. I'm hoping that it's not too bad looking. I know there's parameters for these things, but we kind of eyeballed everything. So, yeah. I mean, the works are a little crooked. Just naturally, it's the way they were made. And they're also, like, the frames are slightly off and stuff. I think it gives it character. I'm not sure that's exactly what others will think. First time, always a little bit of a mess in the bucket, but I feel like it's gonna be better in the future if I do this ever again. If I ever get this, the chance to do this again, I'd be super thankful. This is exciting, but I don't know if I did it right. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm gonna show you around now. So first it would start off with, you know, the title name, my name, and then the artist statement. And then we'd go on to like another work. This one is very separate from all the other ones, so I added it right here in the very beginning. And then right next to like the front door is this one. And as you can see, the labels are just made of paper. The papers aren't too extravagant. It doesn't look really that professional. I tried though, And then right here, just like a smaller to bigger type of situation. And then we go on to my Happy Sad collection. And these are very well made collages that I love. They're my favorites. And then we go on to this, which is like a life painting skeleton figure. These two, it's like a transition scene between a real life person to a zombie. And this person is actually my friend. She's a really good model. Thanks, Dean. Thanks so much for being my model and being seen by a bunch of people. And then this one is like the first, I guess, oil painting that really just made me excited about oil paint. So it's named Poison Apple. And then this one over here is, I don't like this one as much, but it has its moments, you know, within the work. Just, you know, just talking about the anger of the world and about feeling like a zombie at times and just being angry about some aspects of the world right now that we live in. And then this one over here is more about me as an artist, and even the title of it, A Reason to Breathe, which is I named it that because it's like one of my favorite folk songs. It just gives me that happiness. So the arts is what gives me that reason to breathe. So that's why I named it that. This one right here is the Arboretum here at Sac State, and we were sat out there painting it last semester for life painting, and I really enjoyed the process and I enjoy the painting, so I just wanted to show it off. And then that leads off into like the nature section of everything else over here. So this one right here is like named Divine Need of Fruit Trees. It's named for the god of Dionysus, and I made it on 2 separate canvases to, you know, really give it the space that it needs to tell the story. Up there is just like words that kind of transcribe the feelings of what I was going for, to explain that we need more fruit trees. Over here is a life painting study. So we had a live model, and she stood around in a bunch of different positions for a calculated amount of time. And per each pose, we spent painting separate versions of her inside of the same space. And yeah, very interesting. And it brings a lot of life to this world. But it's named Garden of Illusion. I like that one a lot. This one right here is probably one of my favorite collage canvas paintings. It is named Allergies, or it's named The Power of Pollen Allergies. So I was really angry about being allergic to pollen, basically, and I just had the idea of just making one about that, just like someone sneezing and then there being way too many flowers. I even included like real flowers on there, just to really show home my experiences with pollen. All right, and then over here is the creation of the giant head. So it's the beginning stages, I guess, of creating this big guy. This is the giant head. It's just a giant portrait of me, basically, but it's not meant to be me. It's meant to be like a godlike figure of me. And then this one is named The Seer. The Seer, it's based off of a book I wrote a long time ago. Yep. And then this one is like a smaller version of those, but they're like, it's like just more like a collaged aspect of it in the way of like ball pin drawings and oil paint on the background. It doesn't have a name. Restatement of my artist statement, just in case it was missing in the front. This one's based off of an experience of walking a long time ago. And then this one was based off of our last video of the art competition. It was fun, so I decided to add it. This one has really cool aspects about it that I just enjoy. Like the texture within it is pretty good. So I wanted to show that off more, and even though it's small, I included it. Just like the other one, and that other one in the very beginning. So this one right here is just very textured and has collage elements, so I really enjoyed that and making it, so I'm gonna leave this. Alright, we are currently on our second to last day of the of the exhibition, and I am so tired. You know, working this around my whole schedule has been a lot, honestly. So I don't know how to feel so far. It feels like it's been fun, you know. Like yesterday's exhibition day was mostly just like me chilling with some friends inside of the exhibition. A couple of people came in, you know, saw the place, but yeah. And then I gave out my reception card and, you know, talked to the class, etc. Like, hey, my work is open to be seen tomorrow. And she's like, I didn't even know you were doing it. I'm like, sorry. I got the cards super late, so yeah, it's been a hectic mess, but I think if I do this again, I'd be way more prepared, you know, because now I understand what I need to do. I didn't know what I was gonna need to do, and I didn't know the parameters of what I could do, so like, timing wise, I could do so much more. So I'm just getting ready right now to go, and I have to come back later and grab the food for the reception and, you know, sit it in, etc. And yesterday was so crazy because like what is it, like 5 minutes before class basically, I was in a whole different part of the city. So I did the impossible and became Superman and just, you know, fast walked. I guess that's Flash. I became Flash. And I fast walked myself from that part of the city to all the way back. But I didn't just walk directly to my class, like I walked to my apartment and then I walked to my class. Like that's a big old whoosh. Like it took so much time and I got there on time, which doesn't make any sense. Should physically be impossible, but I've been doing that a lot recently, so I'm pretty good. Alright, so I'm not sure if you heard the very end of that. As soon as I ended the video, the fire alarm went off in my place. Everybody was like, we don't know what's going on. We have no idea why the fire alarm is going off. There was no testing, so there was no like management either, so we don't know if it was a real fire or if it was just for testing. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird and random, a little horrifying. You know, something crazy could have happened just now and I don't know about it. That's insane. A great second day start to the day is a fire alarm going off, of course, and probably being late to open the exhibition because of it. I don't even know if I don't even know if I'm gonna have to take the stairs out of here or if the elevator's open again. Just walking down some stairs. Oh, that's crazy work. Okay, finally made it here. Everything looks to be in good shape to open up. Alright. Yeah, and that actually, yeah, they said it was testing, but usually they message us before they actually, you know, test fire alarms, so that's what got everybody confused. What a mess. Yeah. Okay, so these works look like they're, you know, they're not falling or anything. They're all secure still. I'm just making sure. And tomorrow is our last day, and then I have to respeckle every single hammer bit or anything that I see in the wall. I have to fix that. And I have to trade the key in. Oh, there's a lot here. New character unlocked. Alright, and this time we're back, but this time we're back with a friend. we're back with a friend.
Hi.
This is my helper, and we actually have gotten some food set up over here. It's not the best, but it's set up, and it's set up inside. I did it inside because I was like, it's colder in here, and there's some foods that I think needs to be, colder, like the cheese, probably. But yeah, so far it looks pretty good. Got any words to say?
It's food. For sure.
This is pretty good. Alright. See, we have crackers and salami and cheese over here. And then we got chips with Tostitos, sauce over here, and cookies. Drinks over there. And then I'm gonna put up my open sign. And at 5 on the dot. But yeah. We got it a little open right now to show it off. And then it's been smelling like sauce all up in this place.
Nice. The only smell.
The only smell is sauce. Alright. And then we're gonna finish this off tomorrow. My last day of having this space open. Where I have to take everything and, just painfully take it off the walls and spackle everything. Alright, so it's the end of the night now. The reception is over, and I don't know. I think it was successful. Like, it was good. Yeah. Some cool people came through, talked about some stuff, and a nice woman came and helped me at the end to, put stuff away. Super sweet. So, I think this process was really interesting. It was a learning curve for sure. But maybe in the future, if I do this again, I know what to do better. What to fix, what not to do. Get catering is one of them. Pass out flyers earlier, get flyers earlier. I didn't even know the whole flyer system, I didn't understand it at first, so I didn't know how to print them, where to get the print stuff at. Like, it was a mess. And it still kind of is, but it makes sense because I have no idea. I technically don't have idea what I'm doing, but no one really knows what they're doing in an everyday life-to-life scenario. You're just kind of winging it, and that's the beauty of life. At least I think that's the beauty of life. It's like the unknown, doing things that you probably would not have ever thought to do. The unknown is what makes you invested in life, in my opinion. So without that, we would not have, a lot of stuff, actually. The world would not be as interesting as it is today without people, following their intuition and going along with the unknown, and I'm happy I did this. I wasn't expecting to get picked. I feel like I'm a little bit, like my work isn't really gallery work. Sure, there's aspects, moments that feel like they belong in a gallery, but overall I think all of my works don't feel like they belong in galleries. They feel like they are just like very too specific and one-off themes, So if I do this again, I'm gonna try and go with a full theme next time. There's one good part about this whole thing, and that's the fact that my works all feel like they were made by the same person. So that's good at least. Yeah. So it's the end of the night. Tomorrow is our last day, and then I take it down, and I don't have to worry about this anymore. But I do have to spackle everything, get everything back into my studio space, and somehow not feel like it's the end of the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've never done a vlog thing before, but I feel like it's pretty fun to do some kind of form of a blog, just to explain video long form what I've been doing. This process is a little interesting for exhibitions, and I never expected to, get the opportunity to do it. So, yeah, I'm gonna look back on this just like I look back on my paintings and see what I did wrong, what I could do better, and it's kind of like critique myself. Yeah. Alright. Coming down. No more separate change time. This has to come off. I only used about like 7 of them? Probably 5 or 7 of them. Alright guys, it is officially the last day. Show name and everything has to come down. Say goodbye to it all. It was a lot of fun while it lasted. People really liked this one. And it's because of the question I pose. Who do you see when you look in your eyes? And I really like that. I like that everybody found that investment. They took something from that and they walked away with an idea or something to tell. They like this one as well, the zombie one, which I am obsessed with zombies, so maybe I might add that to my future ones for reference. But I added it because not only is it like a second one of this, it also is like Halloween, like it feels right for Halloween. People really liked my collages. They enjoyed the arboretum one because they walked through there and they liked the, feeling of going through it. They said this one reminds them of another painter. Like he painted nature a lot. So they said this one just reminded them of that. Someone else said it reminded them of Aphrodite. I like that one too. And they said, was this born from the Bible? I think it might have been born from like a Bible idea, a woman with an apple. But, it could also be like folklore to do with Snow White, poisoned apple. A lot of the visitors said they enjoyed this one too, which makes sense. This is one of my favorite ones that I've done recently. It's about allergies, and I feel like it's best to follow my intuition when it comes to like my paintings and just or my collages, and just go for what I think is intensely motivating me at that moment. This one, they said they like all 4 of these, and I guess it's because it's like an iteration of all of them put together, but yeah, these ones are just like everyone's fan favorite. I didn't get much talk about this side beyond this one right here. I did leave with a lot of people saying they liked the textures within the work. Someone told me they're scary stories. Someone else started talking about Fallout for about 25 minutes because of this one. And somebody said they think that collage work is high schooler school experience when it comes to painting or naturalistic, when it comes to being a natural painter and artist, and they think that college students should be doing things like this. But one thing that I enjoy is the fact that all of them can live inside of the same room together, and they can kind of breathe the same essence into the room and make everybody feel, some different type of experience. A lot of people just left saying that they were impressed by the storytelling within the works and the amount of color that was used and distorted around the works. Yeah. All in all, I'd say this experience was a lot of fun. It was a lot of, anxiety inducing, just trying to figure out how it's gonna work out, if it's gonna work out. If you were to ever do your own exhibition, I would say definitely go and make some nice foam board backs for, these, just to make it more professional. Probably put frames around stuff, etc. But this shows that it doesn't have to be perfect. Mine wasn't perfect and it still made an impact. And I'm thankful for that. Alright, so I still have to take everything down. It's not goodbye just yet. I do want to show you how I'm going to take everything down. Because I cannot carry. I can't carry some of these. They're too big to carry back and forth. Like, this one right here is just too big, and it can never live inside of a frame for too long. Like, when I first made it in class, it lived in a frame. While it's on this wall, it's living in the frame, but when it's anywhere else, it's just gonna be like this work over here. It's gonna be an unstretched canvas work. No frame or anything. It just, no stretcher bars, nothing. It can't be stretched. It's too heavy. I can probably get away with this one because it's a little bit smaller, but yeah, it's the stretched aspect that just makes it too heavy to carry around. And it's too big to carry too. So there's those issues, but I'm gonna start taking things down now. Better tight, dude. It was like the strength of 50 dudes. I don't know why I always start with the top. What's wrong with me? Fell immediately. So you see this? I built these stretchers. It's a 50 by 50 stretcher. This is a 50 by 50 canvas, and then it's stapled together onto the stretcher frame to be stretched, right? So these can be restretched if I wanted to do it again. I just rip it off. And we're all packed up. These are all the freaking drawings, just all put down. Feels way different. But I just have to tack up some of the holes that I left behind. You see these like drawing lines, gotta get rid of those. And these very small, you can barely even see them, but holes. And I just gotta get rid of those, patch them up. And then move the space zone over to the next owner. Once I get all these things out of here, obviously. Yeah, it's officially over, guys. So, thanks so much if you are still here, coming on this journey with me, you know, with my first exhibition gallery showing, and maybe you learned something out of this. If there's any artists out there and you guys are looking to do an exhibition, well, now you know probably some things to avoid doing, because I did them, and you should avoid that. Basically, it looks like how the first night of when I was like confused as to whether I should put my stuff on the wall or not, or if I should just leave it on the floor, and if I could leave it on the floor. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey. Please subscribe if you'd like. This is my first like vlog style video, and I don't know if this is a good idea, you know, but it was for this because I just want to look back on it and try and see what I could do better for future reference, and maybe it might help someone out there too. All right, bye.